And you know, and bad stand-up comedy is not like William Hung doing bad karaoke. I mean, that guy was so bad, he got a record deal.
Right.
Because it was funny. Okay?
Yeah. It's rare to be bad enough that people actually want to see you.
The thing about it is the sad part about it is he got a record deal, and you know that was played at parties all over going, here we go, and it was the biggest laugh ever. But stand-up comedy doesn't work. That's like fingernails on a chalkboard.
Right.
I mean, you can't suck at stand-up comedy and, whoo, I'm on Comedy Central. Doesn't work that way.
Right. Well, and you raised a good point earlier about there is a difference between being funny in conversation and stand-up material. Now, the two are closely related, but there's still a difference between conversationally funny and standing up in front of a room full of strangers and making them laugh.
Oh, absolutely, and you've got to know what those differences are. As subtle as they may be, they're extremely powerful. There are similarities and there are differences, and you've got to know the difference. If you don't, you're in for Struggleville.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been very helpful. Do you have any other parting shots, any parting nuggets of wisdom that you want to pass on to somebody who's thinking about dipping their big toe into the comedy pool?
Yes, I do. I would highly recommend that before you do anything, before you buy a book, take a class, do anything, check out the 5 free lessons that I have that are available in Training Module 1 at killerstandup.com. Check those out, see if that meets your expectations, and go from there. But I don't want people to be unaware that stand-up comedy is not what it looks like on the surface. There's a lot of work, there's a lot of preparation, there's a lot of stuff to know in order to be able to develop and deliver a headline-level stand-up comedy act, whether it's 3 minutes or 60 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's what I would say.
But I can personally attest from personal experience that the Killer Stand-Up course is the real deal. And one of the things that I always appreciated about your material is that you don't make any bones about telling people, I can't make you funny. If you're not funny, then this course is not going to make you funny. But if you are funny, there's nothing else like it for developing material and using that sense of humor that you have to forge ahead with a career as a stand-up.
Well, I will ask you this. Now, let me just end with this. You know, a lot of people take classes and workshops and they buy the books and that kind of stuff. I'm going to ask you some questions. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody knows that the punchline is the funny part of a joke, right?
Yep.
Okay. And people know that the non-funny part of a joke is called the setup, right?
Right.
So you tell me, how does that information, which is what I just gave you that you'll get in most stand-up comedy classes, workshops, or in the books, how does that help you in any way develop stand-up comedy material that's going to work for you?
Well, it doesn't really help much. It's kind of a definition. But
that's exactly right. It's an academic definition. It's not an actionable definition based on your already developed comedy count, your already developed comedy skills. It doesn't help you at all. If that were the case, then I could give somebody the definition of being a plumber, and they could go out and make $100 an hour fixing sinks.
Right.
Right?
Right. Yeah,
well,
the definition doesn't help you.
No, it doesn't help you. You need to have actionable information that's relative to you and your skills and your talent. So that's what I would leave people with.
Yeah, and that's what they'll find in the Killer Stand-Up course. So I appreciate it, Steve. Thanks for your time today.
Oh, thanks a ton, John.
All right.